Surprise! Hanging out with Melvor. Y'all seen him in chat. You've seen him on the Toy Chasers and the Game Chasers, and he's here.
How you guys doing?
Funny story about that. So today, those of you that are patrons know that my plan for the day was to rent a U-Haul van and take a bunch of stuff into storage, get rid of some trash, grab some toys from the UPS box and everything, as well as my new desk that's still in the box. The idea was to get all this stuff in one go, make a few trips, and do the thing. Well, I was just randomly text Melvor because I was just so frustrated with having to go to this length just to get this stuff. And he immediately texted back thinking I was actually moving into an apartment. Like, you need help moving? I don't have my truck, but I can help. I'm like, well, I'm not moving, but I could totally use the help. And this motherfucker drugged his children, came over, drove me to the U-Haul place. We got the van, got the stuff, went to storage, did the exchange here, threw out a bunch of trash, got a bunch of stuff done, and got back at 5 minutes after 5.
Yeah.
When we already took the truck back and everything. And I forgot how heavy a 5-foot desk can be when it's disassembled in a compacted container. That thing is really heavy. It's like 60 pounds.
It's not bad with 2 people.
No.
That would have been a pain in the butt if it was just one person.
Would have been horrible. So, I was very appreciative that he did that. So we're waiting on some food so he can replenish his diminutive frame. He's not that short. The chair is just lower than mine.
Yeah.
See?
No, I am short. I'm 5'4".
I'm trying to help you out here.
I'm not. I'm joking. It's the dongle. The dongle. Not me. No, yeah, you sent me the text. I thought it was kind of like a, boy, it'd be nice if I had some help, hint, hint.
That wasn't what it was.
Type of thing.
It wasn't. I would have just asked, can you help me move? And plus, let's be honest, we've been friends for a couple years now.
Yeah.
On a list of people that you would say, who should I ask for help moving in a pinch on the same day? You are not at the top of that list, brother. You're just not. The fact that you were available was amazing.
Well, I figured, because you said, man.
Yeah, the stream froze because the Wi-Fi just went completely out. Sorry. Let us know what the last thing you heard was. But you were saying how you thought Billy and Jay.
I figured, yeah. You said, man, I really miss my truck, and so I figured, maybe Billy or Jay told you, that I had a truck.
No.
So whenever you have a truck, you're the person people usually tend to call first. So
right, and it wasn't it at all. I was just messaging you randomly as a friend because I know I have good luck getting messages back from you during the day. I was just commiserating.
Yeah.
And it's like, you need help. I'm like, now that you mention it, yes.
No, but
amazing.
I know what it's like to move by yourself. It sucks. Move anything, especially couch or something. Is like, dude, if I just had somebody for 15 minutes,
right,
this would be done. Instead, it takes 2 hours.
Right. So what ended up happening? So I'll walk you guys through.
Is it frozen again?
They're saying that. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay. It's
nothing about a fucking tiger, Jim. Not a goddamn thing about no fucking Lego tigers. You hear me? No. But
what time is it?
Oh, it's 25 after 5, right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I go back over here. All right, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
So free. No, I did not say free money at the end of the stream, Joe. See, you ask them an honest question, you get this kind of shit. It's all right though. We love you guys. So, he showed up, picked me up, which was cool. He has a nice car, nicer than mine. We went to the place, got the van, and then I had an epiphany because the original idea was then we would drive back here, drop off his car. But then the U-Haul place was huge. It was like a big U-Haul.
Yeah.
Tons of parking. And I said, fuck it, leave your car here. Why would we put the extra mileage on everything, including the truck, which I'm paying for? And whatever. So we left his car there, went to the UPS store, got the desk, got way more boxes than I thought. There was like 12 boxes of stuff.
Yeah.
Which was crazy.
Yeah, it was impressive. Dude, somebody has a spending problem from Big Bad Toy Store.
There was only one Big Bad box in there. There's a bunch of Amazon stuff, though. And most of the Amazon stuff was equipment for the stream. So that's a whole thing. That's real. So we put all that in the van, come back here, and this is where I thought I was getting smart. I feel like it was a smart move. Opened all the boxes, put everything into bins I already had ready to go. Took the empty boxes, left them in the back, grabbed all my crushed empty boxes from here, well, most of them, and some trash, along with some stuff to take to storage. Put that in the back, drive to the end, put all the empty boxes in the dumpster, go to storage, take the desk, and these like 3 boxes, put it in storage, got back in, went back, returned the van, came back, and now we're here. So that's a lot of things to ask someone to do when he thought he was going to have a lazy afternoon of just napping and doing whatever Melvors do.
Well, I missed your last 2 streams because I was taking a nap. That kind of turned into like a 5-hour nap.
So the real surprise is that none of this stuff is mine. It's actually going to go to Toys for Tots at the end of the year, and it's all a ruse by the charity to get Melvor to get to be on the stream because he can't watch it. Apparently, it's all this was. Big. No, it wasn't. Those are my toys. The kids aren't getting them. I'm sorry. Although you were looking at the Final Faction figures earlier.
I was.
And I was thinking, like with Toys for Tots, like take $50 and just buy a shitload of Final Faction figures and just drop them off.
Dude, that's a great idea because they're fantastic figures, you know.
But on one hand, it's like I feel cheap because they would probably dole out 1 figure per kid.
That's true.
And then some kid would just get an accessory pack for a figure they don't know. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I don't either. I don't. It would feel like you'd have to like let them know like these go together, you know. And then of course some kid would get all the bad guys and 1 kid would get all the good guys. And
they should do that actually. They should make like a multi-pack that has like 5 of the bad guys and stuff. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool because you could just put them in like little bags like the old Kenner figures and stuff.
Yeah. Put
them in a box and just sell like the whole wave in 1 box.
Yeah, I just watched last night Gojitron's video review on the Wave 2, and I was like, oh crap, because I hadn't seen the Wave 2, so I had to go this morning and pick me up some. The dog is hilarious. He has a mech suit. It's a little chihuahua with a mech suit. You know, how can you not like that?
Yeah, that's true. Ian from chat says, equipment for stream, is that what we're calling toys now? I'm like, kind of. Kind of, yeah. There were some toys in there, but there was a lot of rando shit in there, too. A whole case of churros. I've thought about it. I thought about getting that, because you can buy them by the case on their site, but you can't specify what you're getting. You're just getting a random box of Final Faction toys.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you could.
You can.
That's nice.
For like $20, $25, you get a case of the figures. But it doesn't say what it is. So on one hand, I'm like, because I would be happy to do it if I was getting troop buildy stuff. Like, that'd be a no-brainer. But I'm getting a bunch of the hero figures that have names. I'm like, I don't need all these.
Yeah.
And I don't have the patience to repaint these at this point. At this point, give me some time and I'll eventually get there. But yeah, but all of my Final Faction are just laid out on the bed because there was a box they were in I wanted to get rid of because I knew I was bringing in these bins. And the original thought was I'm gonna decard all of the Final Faction. That was the plan. And right before Melvor got here, I realized I'm almost out of poly bag and sandwich bags for toys. I would have run out of bags 3 figures in, and I'd be like, Arr! So
I need to stock up myself actually on those. I got I'm running kind of low, so
yeah. And but I have enough rubber bands. I got a bag of rubber bands like this fucking big. It's crazy. Like I'll never run out of rubber bands. But the bags are crazy. So for 3 3/4, I like the higher quality like sandwich bags. But for everything else, I like these poly bags you can get that are acid free.
eBay has they got the ones that are specifically like they'll fit like super snug a little 3 3/4 figure. They're really nice.
Yeah, but how much are they?
It's not much, like a 100 pack for like $6 or something. It's worth it because it's space saving. You get something like a Ziploc, you have a bunch of extra plastic that's just taking up space. So,
That's a good point.
and they got tiny ones for little accessories and whatnot.
See,
On eBay, you gotta
I
look.
need to get this guy over here more often because I'm learning so much.
Actually, have you ever had anybody live before on the
Other
stream?
than Sue's, no,
Cool.
not on the toy version of the show. No,
Nice, nice.
I've done it on Twitch. Like I've had like other streamers that were local to me when I was in Iowa. We'd go out to the bar, have a couple drinks, and then they would drive me back, and I'd be like, "You want to come in and have another beer and go on the stream?" And that would how it happened. So toy condoms. I mean, that's a good word for them. That'd be a weird commercial though. You have problems with your toys multiplying? Try toy condoms. Be weird. Like I don't. I'm trying to think of an STD alternate, but I've been fasting since last night, so um, my brain's not working properly. So jewelry bags. Okay, all right. I'm getting some good tips here,
Yeah,
but
that sounds
um,
nice.
but the short version is I need more bags. So we're gonna have to push off the reorganization of the deboxing. I can still do some reorganization of the stuff that I have, but I don't see the point of doing that until I have all the stuff bagged, if that makes sense, guys. So the fact that Melvor was helping me was serendipitous in more ways than one because now I have an actual fucking show as to be going, sorry, how you guys doing? You having a good time?
I'm impressed at how long you can smoothly talk. I can't do that. Like it's a skill, Not everybody can do that. Sit there and talk for 2 hours straight and be entertaining. You'd
Uh,
be like, every 3 minutes. How you guys doing? I don't got nothing to say.
well, it's something where uh, between you can put that over there if you want. Yeah, get it off your thing. Yeah, they totally missed the turn. Our food's being delivered. They missed the turn, and they're going down, and they're going to be around. Something another
Oh,
10 minutes.
their
Yeah,
GPS is doing the same thing mine was.
yeah. The last few of them have they just speed right by. But at this time of day, I'm not surprised because if you don't know it's coming and it's the middle of rush hour like this, like fuck that. But yeah, with Ziploc bags, Bill Wifta, I like them, but for what he's talking about, I like that, and I could even use the 3 3/4 inch bags for accessories too.
Yeah, it's like a two by five, so it's perfect. And then there's a 3x5 for like little bulkier figures, which is kind of nice. Between the two of
Is
those,
that a fat joke or something?
no, like a Gamorrean guard
I knew it. I knew it.
won't fit. Kind of Gamorrean guard won't fit in the two one, but like 3PO will. So, but no, yeah, I rebagged all my stuff not too long ago because I had them in sandwich bags, and it was just taking up way too much space. And you're sitting there and you can't find anything because there's just so much plastic in the way. So
That's part of why I do like those for the larger figures because when you wrap them around, they're real clear. No, you're good. And because of
this is just the comic book sleeves.
those are technically meant for artwork. When you're selling
Okay.
artwork at like a convention or something.
Okay.
But because of the type of plastic it is, it forms almost a shell, so it's like a little bubble. It's a little bubble is what it is, and you can see right through it. It's perfect. It does the thing. But there's some interesting solutions that come with it. Like when I was doing the huge 3 hour, 4 hour long depackaging from like November because
Yeah.
I had gotten all these Motu Origins figures in, and they're all in packages. And Suze had just moved in, and I'm like, I have to do something. So I ended up just needing to depackage these things. And when I got to the Battle Cat and the Panther, I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? So I just double bagged it, put the thing on one side, and then covered the ass in with the other thing, and it worked out fine. But it's the lengths that people have to go to store toys sometimes. Absolutely freaking drives me up a wall. I can't wait till I am in a larger place where I can just let them breathe. Like Bill's saying, the toys are suffocating. You're right.
I'd heard that could potentially be causing like the plastic rot and stuff.
Depending
is-
upon the type of plastic bags you're using, yes.
So I started getting a thumbtack and poking little holes to vent all my figures in their bags. So
I think
just better safe than sorry.
it has to do with the kind of plastic that the bag is made out of.
Okay.
So that's why I look at those are acid-free bags.
Mhm.
And the sandwich bags are not. So you're right. I'm gonna
They're
have to.
supposed to be food grade though. They're not acid free. That's weird. I just assumed they were the Ziploc stuff. I just assumed those were acid free. That's crazy.
I would assume that too, but it doesn't say it anywhere. That chat. If you can correct me, if you know of like,
I'm gonna have to rebag some stuff then if that's the case. Because
Right.
bigger stuff, I'll use like those gallon Ziplocs and stuff. Work really good. So.
yeah, and I use even the cheapy like dollar store stuff sometimes and
Mhm.
whatever, like whatever I get my hands on.
Oh no, man! I thought, because it's safe for food, it's acid free. But
You would think, but it doesn't say anything on anywhere.
That's true. Yeah.
And like, what are you gonna do? Take it to like a chemist and be like, "All right, just let me know what's in this."
You know what they say when you assume. So
That same old scenario. Jim Largo, I hope you're still listening. Your Batman arrived today, and so did your Superman, sir, from Superpowers Collection. He's over there in that bin, and I got 2 Batmans because I put a bid on a Batman in an auction, and then found the Batman and Superman together. Those of you that saw the show on Saturday know that second Batman is going to go to Scuba Pete for being such a cool guy, because he doesn't have one apparently. So I'm just gonna here you go with it, because I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. So it works out pretty well. I'm very happy about that. What else came? So the wave 6 or 7. So the Sorceress, Buzz Off, Ninjor was in there. Not Ninjor. The frickin' karate shop dude. You know.
do you don't have those here?
Oh no, those are
storage.
Oh, those are coming tomorrow. Those are coming tomorrow. What was Motu Origin was Stridor. Stridor came today, and the Wave 7's coming tomorrow, because I thought it was going to make it to the UPS store before we got there, and it didn't, and I got excited, and now I'm disappointed because I'm still going to have to go back there tomorrow. Anyway,
I like
Jitsu,
that. I
thank
like
you.
that base that Stridor comes with. That's nice.
If you want to grab it, show 'em.
I'd like to get. I kind of want to get that one now. I mean, I have a vintage.
It's an extra nice doodad. Plus, it should be right in that. Oh, I covered it with the damn cat food. Is it findable in there? It's just a pile of stuff in this bin. Oh, I forgot all about this. You guys are gonna flip out, man. You're gonna freak. You're gonna freak. You guys are gonna love this. This is great. You know what those are? Those are like those metal bookends, like you see in a library.
Okay, it's heavy. That makes sense.
There's like 12 of them in there. Yeah. And then they'll be coming around with the food here any minute. So here's the old Stridor. Finally got him. Big bad. It's beautiful. Absolutely love it. And fully articulated. Like, he's got more articulation. He's got articulation on the hooves, whereas Battle Cat and Panther don't.
You know what they need to do? They need to make just like a big old base to where you can display your figures that have that kind of brick.
Yeah, they really do. There's a
That'd be
guy.
awesome.
There's a guy on eBay that I'm getting figure stands from. That's like, he has that, and then he has a purple one for evil figures, and I just bulk ordered 100 of them, which is, and it was pretty cheap.
You know, it's cool that fits on the vintage one.
Oh, the armor on the
Yeah.
head. It is really cool. And I love how
This is a nice upgrade. This is. I mean, it looks
it really is.
really, really good. It looks like the vintage, just with articulation.
Gerard, you're not late. We were 18 minutes late ourselves. So this is the thing you guys are going to flip out about. It's a 1984 Montgomery Ward catalog.
That's legit, man.
But they've bound it in hard cover.
I didn't even know those existed in hard like that.
I don't think it existed. I think they made it into that.
No, look, it's printed. That's legit. Like, that's.
Is it though?
I think so. I don't think that's a
But what about this?
one-off.
See?
No, look, dude, that's printed on the hard. That's not like a paste over.
Oh shit, dude! This is oh fuck! Look at this. This is great. Yeah, this is cool.
Dude, and that's a prime year right there too.
And you got like all the VCRs and shit in the back. Like this is so cool. We'll be looking at that here in a second.
Dude.
Food should be knocking on the door in a few moments. So if
Okay.
you want to put Strider back and everything, I want to make sure this guy's fed. Once he starts eating, we'll look through and check some stuff out. But when I'd forgotten that I'd ordered this, and the listing did say hardcover. I'm like, there's no fucking way.
You just thought it was
Just a catalog.
Yeah.
And I was willing to pay $40 for that, but this is next level, and it's the right. I don't want to spoil it, but I needed an 84. I've been yammering about a 1984 one this whole time. There we go.
awesome. Thanks so much.
The stand that Strider cannot be taken apart once assembled. Yes, I'm aware of that actually. So here, I'll get it hooked up for you.
Yeah, for me, I would say like 78 to 85 is like the primo.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a sweet spot for me. I want to get some more of those catalogs. 84, dude.
Oh shit!
That's a good year. That's season 1, first wave Transformers. Can't beat that.
They mark either of these?
Oh no! Don't get your thing. You almost dripped on your
right.
your new 1984 catalog.
Yeah, right. Are these marked? I don't know.
What did you get?
I got Coke, so if this doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper, you'll know why. These are B41.
Sorry, guys. I know it's rude to eat.
Yeah, normally wouldn't be doing this, but the guy's hungry, and I don't blame him.
I'm totally like those Snickers commercials. Like,
yeah,
I'll lose it.
He was
real
yelling
fast if I'm hungry.
He was yelling at me like we were married. No, actually, I was yelling at him. Kidding.
Let me get an app.
Yeah, go for it. And then here's your sandwich, and here's a cup holder right there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought of everything. That's nice.
I sure did. I'll get to my drink before you get to your drink.
Yeah. So, how you guys doing? I ain't got nothing to say.
I think this is Coke. I presume this is Coke. Maybe my taste buds are shot. Is that right?
This is Dr. Pepper.
Cool. All right. Yay. All right. Goody. So, let's sneak myself a French fry.
$40 is not a bad price for just a catalog in general.
But for hardcover,
yeah,
it's crazy. So we got some Rainbow Bright stuff, bunch of bedding.
These things are like time capsules, man.
Cabbage, and the pages are in such great condition. Look at this. You got to be careful though; these will rip.
Oh crap! Is it 18 pajamas?
It is 18 pajamas. Look at this. That is great. That is so great. They got the Mr. T sleeping bag here.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. I think they're front loading all this. A bunch of Cabbage Patch stuff in here. Well, Jason Garcia, that's what Melvor's having. Double quarter pounder with cheese. That's what he's having.
Oh, some Get Along Gang. You got to show the Get Along Gang.
Yeah, Get Along Gang. Who remembers those?
That was like the worst cartoon.
It was so weird.
Actually, the Wuzzles. The Wuzzles was a bad cartoon.
The Wuzzles was out there, yeah.
I hated that hippo one with the butterfly wings. Like, I was like an 8-year-old kid, but I wanted to punch that thing. Like, that made me so angry for some reason.
Oh,
sorry.
Great. So
I was a weird kid.
We got Motu. We got a Snake Mountain, the Castle Grayskull. They got the what's it called, a Dragon Walker, which was $17.99 at the time. $17.99 in '84.
I got that case.
Yep.
Whoa.
There's a clock,
I've
a
never
pinball.
Seen the
toothbrush I've seen.
Yeah.
And they got the original Stridor, and this would have been the year Stridor came out because he was not an '83 release; it would have been '84. You know, we think of Motu, the original stuff, as lasting like it feels like it lasted like 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Really, was only about three years of real growth of the line before it happened. Snake Mountain.
You know, we never had growing up. We never had the original He-Man or Skeletor. We had the Thunder Punch He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
But I had Merman. We had Orko. We had Man at Arms. We had Evelyn and Tila.
Sure.
I had Hordak and Spikor, Grizzlor. Never had a Castle Grayskull. Never had a Castle Grayskull, man.
This
Like
is
we were
the
deprived.
obligatory. Please buy out our stock of Star Wars Return of the Jedi toys, please.
1984, yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of Star Wars in '84.
Yeah, they would start to go on clearance around that time.
Got a lot of our Jedi stuff. Yeah, got a lot of our Jedi stuff then.
My Little Pony, for those of you who like My Little Pony. Not a fan myself. Oh, we got some Joe. We got the headquarters command center, notoriously brittle command center, the Sky Striker, Rattler, the what the hell's a hovercraft called? The whale? Oh yeah, the big wheel, the tent.
Oh, Billy had the tent.
Yeah,
I'm still looking for that actually.
This is what, dude. This is what that one dude that always gives shit away. He gave that to, was it you or was it Billy? I think it was Billy. Billy took it, but you remember he brought that to the table,
Yeah.
right? Billy ended up taking it. I'll show you guys here in a second. Those were $25 back in the day. So in today's dollar, that's like $50. So this thing right here with the handsets on it, a fan brought this to the Game Chasers table at Retropalooza in Arlington and gave it to Billy.
He didn't deserve it, but
no one else wanted it, and he was just gonna walk away with it. Gremlin shit. Look at this.
I've never seen that Gremlin before.
No, the plushie
I've
one.
I've seen the Mogwai. I've never seen the Stripe though.
I didn't know they even made a plushie of Stripe. That's kind of crazy. And this is the year that movie came out.
The little, I got kind of soft PVC LJN Gizmo. Is the only Gremlins figure that I had growing up.
Is this all they got? We're going into babies' toys already? I bought an '84 catalog.
What else came in '84? What else without
Superpowers collection was their inaugural year, and this is a Christmas '84. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, you've already covered the big stuff. Star Wars, Transformers should be there.
They should. Did I accidentally miss them by chance?
Well, that's the other big one that would have been out then. G.I. Joe.
I'm gonna be mad if I paid all this money for this thing and it doesn't. I mean, this is still very cool, regardless. But what is going on?
Oh yeah, you're getting into like the creepy porcelain head dolls.
But now we're getting to. Okay, all right. There's some hope. Saw some Knight Rider and some guns and shit. All right, hang on. Lego with some handwriting in here, which is cool. Someone really wanted that motorcycle.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Constructs. Oh, I had so much of this Construct stuff, guys. I had bins upon bins of this stuff.
You know what?
Here it is.
Okay, what do you got?
Superpowers collection.
Oh, there's
Crystar and Secret Wars.
Nice.
And at the bottom. Oh, what the fuck?
Why is it separated? Did you just miss the stuff?
They just put baby toys in the middle of everything, and then they restarted.
Oh crap! It's Mangalores.
Yeah,
dude, I remember seeing the commercial for that, and I thought that crap was magic, dude. I was like, I need that so bad, and I never got a Mangalore as a kid. And I like for decades, it's like I would remember that and forgot what they were called and everything, until the internet came up. Oh man, I still want one of those.
Now,
I heard it was a scam, but still.
So, luck of the draw, right? When you're looking at these catalogs as an adult, did I ever look at this catalog, right? And each store would have their own photographing session set up for the toys.
Yeah.
They didn't recycle pictures.
Right.
Here's the thing. I distinctly remember these 2 pages.
So you had this.
I had this catalog as a kid. I did not know that This is insane,
And
dude.
now you get a fancy version of it.
Oh, and I can put it on a bookshelf and shit. Oh man, and y'all, I own a scanner, so you know I'm probably gonna scan this thing too. This is just, man. And why does Secret Wars look so cool in a picture, but they're horrible in person? Horrible. I had a bunch of the not Brave Star,
Black Star.
Black Star. Thank you.
Yeah.
Black Star. Gotta remember it like that from the streets. The Ice Castle, $23. Not anymore. Not by a long shot. And I was at Dallas Vintage about a month ago.
Mhm.
They had a shitload of figures from Black Star just sitting there, and like, you know, 10, 15 bucks a pop. They had Black Star. They had the orange demon fella, which I had one of those as a kid. The thing is, I'm kind of falling into a Michael and Melinda from Retro Blasting thing here, where I want the figures, but I want the dragon, which costs way too much, and I certainly would eventually want the castle, which now, frickin' forget it. Forget it. They're just too damn expensive.
In good condition, anyways, right?
Yeah. The generic Transformer watches.
Yeah.
Chronoform.
Takara made them, though.
You see this little guy right here, Tommy the Talking Robot right here?
Yeah.
I had that.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'll show chat. That black robot in the center of the page, he used to roll around and make noises and shit. Was really good. You have your Voltron knockoff right here. Starriors on the bottom. Look at that.
What is that Inspector Gadget?
This is a one-off that Matchbox did. It was about a 12-inch figure.
Oh, that's weird.
And his legs came out, and they had the helicopter and everything. Yeah.
In '84. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How did I miss that one?
And I think, don't hold me to this, but I think Chief had a boxed one at Retro in Arlington last time. Where can you get acid-free bags? Remind me tomorrow morning. Message me tomorrow morning. I'll get you a link to the ones that I got originally.
The robot I wanted as a kid was the Omnibot 2000.
That's the little short, stubby one that you saw.
It's a big one.
I know the one you're talking about. Yep.
And I remember seeing
Radio Shack, right?
Maybe I saw it at Toys R Us. They had it in the glass case, display case, the expensive stuff. The light shining down. Dude, that was like the coolest thing in the world. I ended up getting one about a decade ago for a really good price.
Look at these crazy board games,
because those things aren't cheap now.
Crossbows and catapults? What the hell is that?
I don't know. It's kind of neat, though.
And that's the Trojan. So these are all modules of a board game. Huh?
Show 'em. Yeah, maybe somebody knows what that is.
So, right up here, crossbows and catapults. They like little modules of a board game or something. I've never even heard of it. It's crazy. These things.
Ian knows about it.
Thanks, Gerard.
Can you guys hear me? Am I too low? I tend to forget. Okay, I'm good, right?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. When Jave streams, everybody's always like, "You need to speak up. You need to speak up."
That's because his mic sucks. He doesn't know how to set up audio for shit.
That's true.
I have a decent mic, and yes, I'm louder than you.
I saw the interview you did with him. And
oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know what's making the noise. It's like he kept on and on. It's like, just shut up and talk.
I didn't hear the noise he was talking about. I don't think. Dude, do you remember Quiz Whiz? Did you have these as a kid?
No, we couldn't afford that type of stuff.
Is that how much were these? $12.
No, $12 was going for an action figure. We didn't get many electronics like that. Not until Nintendo.
That's fair. Now, the thing is that you'd buy one of the. Yeah, I'll get there. We would buy, and I'll show you guys in a minute. You would get one of these combo units, okay, and then you would get additional sleeves. So you'd have the book and this little. It's like the cartridge for a video game, and then this you would just have one of these. So the extra books would just be like $5 or whatever. We had a bunch of them. I used to love these. Quiz Whiz. There's a little electronic game here on the bottom. There's trivia. I used to love those things.
We didn't even have a speak and spell growing up.
I didn't have a speak and spell either.
Because I see some of my brothers, they could have used it.
Clubber Lang and Rocky over there on this other page here, and you got like this plastic bullshit Pac-Man game and shit. And yeah, we were going to open toys, but I don't have enough bags to put them in. Plus, I ran out of time to prep because I was running late. So I apologize for the false advertising.
They'll just be loose.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. In here, are you kidding me?
That's awesome. Right
Oh
there.
yeah, there's the Zaxxon lap tabletop deal. Oh yeah.
The only tabletop one we had was some Radio Shack cheapy knockoff one.
Never
had.
had.
It was really fun.
Look at all the fucking Game & Watches, dude. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All these Game & Watch over here, which are now like insanely collectible.
See, I don't remember those as a kid.
I don't either. First handheld I was aware of were the Tigers.
Yeah.
So I don't remember the speak and spell tauntless.
The Coleco, the little mini arcades. Was that Coleco who made those?
Yeah.
With the Frogger and Pac-Man and stuff?
Yep.
Dude, I always wanted one of the real ones. Those aren't cheap, actually, now. Those would go for decent money.
Yeah, the vintage
It's hard
ones.
to find one of those for a good price. Yeah, the vintage ones, because they re-released a few of them.
And they're trash, honestly. The fuck is all this? So, all right, I want to just set this up for you here. So on the page before, all right. So we're looking at like make your own stained glass stuff and weird knick-knacky, toy tools and shit like that. Then you got telescopes. So this is right after the electronic, video games. Then we're straight to like replica Pepsi bottles and Budweiser cans without any warning whatsoever.
It was the 80s, man.
And then the next page is kids stuff for like singing Michael Jackson and tape decks and stuff. So they apparently wanted you to have this replica Budweiser can just like my dad. And the commercial would be like him beating his, wife or whatever. Shut up!
Well, remember the candy cigarettes with the fake smoke that came out?
You know what this is? The fucking radio. It's an AM/FM radio made to look like a Budweiser can.
What is that?
That's a radio for toilet paper. What the fuck?
Oh, that's a
dude?
great idea, man. I want one of those.
I mean, it is a good idea, but
I want one of those.
Well, okay. They make Bluetooth
Nice.
speakers that are waterproof now, right?
Dude, I'm so not a tech person. Like, you should see my alarm clock. My alarm clock is from the 80s. Wood grain. It's pretty nice, actually. I like it.
Is it one of the GE one?
I don't remember the brand.
Oh.
They all kind of had the same look and feel to them, though.
All of the chasers, every last one of them, I try to bring them up at least to the year 2000. I can't get them to do it, no matter what. They don't listen. None of them listen. He's the nice one, though.
Dude, 10 years ago, Jay was like, "What the heck is an email?" I'm not joking. Dude.
Well, 2011, I mean,
That was funny.
Dude, you remember these? So this is like a record player that would have like these moving pictures.
That was
on
cool
it.
stuff.
That's insane. It's insane stuff.
Those records that you'd get from like Hardee's, like the Gremlins ones.
Yeah, I had those.
Dude, I love those, man.
They scared me. Stompers. There's a Stompers track. I had this track as a kid. This long Stompers track.
No, we never had any track things. The only track anything we had was Omega Supreme.
Oh, nice.
But we weren't really into.
Yeah, we didn't
radio controlled. Oh, crud! Is that
Fall Guy? Yep.
Dude, I just watched the first pilot episode last night. Actually,
how does it?
Dude, it holds up so good, man. I love it.
Does it?
And it has the best theme song
ever. I'm the unknown stunt man. Made Redford such a star.
That Greatest American Hero, dude, are like the best theme songs.
I have that still on a 45 actually.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was, on the other side of it was Hill Street Blues.
Really?
Mm-hmm. This is nuts, man. Anyone want these slacks?
Oh,
yeah. Go to the back where all the fun stuff's at for like electronics and shit. I'm just curious how much these TVs cost, right?
Dude, I always wanted one of those little handheld TVs like that.
Oh, me too, dude.
Yeah.
How much was that? $170 in 84 money would probably be like $300-400 now.
Oh, easy, if not more.
But all it was a tiny rear projection screen. That's all it was.
Okay, I'm missing the tiger thing. Well, everybody, what's?
Don't. Save your soul. No, you don't want to know. Because then they'll start talking about it. Should I tell them? And you're all going to say yes anyway, so fuck it. There is a Lego set of a tiger. It comes from Lego. It's a tiger, and on the butt of it, he's got a tail. And the tail moves up and down. And you put the tail up. There's a little pink piece where the butthole.
No way! Are you serious? That is official Lego, not some like knockoff.
Yeah, it's official Lego, and someone approved this thing, and they're mass marketing the fucking thing.
Wow!
Chat showed me this. I'm not showing Melvor. You leave him alone.
I can't believe that, dude.
See, look at Ted's comment here, because it is a flower piece in Lego, and someone said, you know what this needs? A rectum. You know, I was like, all right.
I wonder if that's the type of thing that once it gets some attention, they're going to redo it. You know, like change the packaging and instructions and stuff, and not have that part in there.
I was thinking they were going to repackage it and market it as the Butthole Tiger. I mean, they're German. It would happen.
Actually, that sounds like a good name for a band.
Butthole Tiger?
The Butthole Tigers.
They'd only play in very specific bars like the Blue Oyster. And you got a VCR here with a wired remote for $450. It's crazy.
Dude, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
The first time we got a VCR was probably like, I want to say it's 86.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was recording TV shows and stuff.
Uh-oh.
And she said, it's like, no, shut up in there. I'm trying to record something, because she thought that it recorded everything in the room. So she thought it was going to pick up like our playing and yelling and fighting and stuff in the background.
You know what? There's a version of VCR would be really popular. You gotta give me a super chat to show them the pic. Fine. I'm not gonna put it on the stream though. I'll show him.
Well, what if somebody on the stream hasn't seen it?
Tough.
Ooh, what's the Mr. Ed thing?
No, it's just a GIF.
Okay. Day one, when we first got our first microwave, first thing my dad did is he tried to make a baked potato with aluminum foil. So, like, for the next 5 years, our microwave was scorched brown on the inside. Yeah, so when I say that we were pretty low tech,
that's real.
Isn't it? That's really weird.
Yes, it is.
Really, because aren't they like, they don't even like to put like weapons, guns, and stuff in their sets? Is that true still or not?
I don't know.
I think that I heard that's why Creo got a lot of the licenses, because
it would make sense to me because of how, for a very long time, their anti-violence laws were really kind of out of there. Like, for example, Cannibal Corpse could not play any songs from their first 3 albums. They weren't allowed, but they would be able to sell the other albums, after that.
Rendered speechless. Yeah, that was.
It was pretty good, right?
That's just. I mean, what do you say to that?
I say that they want me to put it on stream. Fine, but just for a second. God damn it! All right, fine, you big babies. There, are you happy now? Now you've seen it. Are you happy? Great. Goody. Done.
What else has Lego hidden inside their
I don't know.
Hidden messages and stuff in their sets?
Oh, you had the top loader VCR with the dials on them. Those are I like the top loaders in general. NES as well. The only thing with the top loading VCR is that the mechanism would eventually break down because it was all electronic. I mean, some of them had just the flip, but a lot of them would be like because you had like the motor to do the shit, which was interesting. But yeah, so Cannibal Corpse can't play the first 3 records. They couldn't for years, and they'd go over to play stuff off their more recent stuff. And George, the vocalist, would just be like, "Okay, I'm sorry we can't play Hammer Smash Face, a song about someone getting a hammer in their face, crushing their skull to death. But we can play Fuck with a Knife about fucking a woman in her vagina with a knife until she's dead. So we're going to play that song. Very, very sorry. All apologies."
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
how bad was it? I mean,
No,
Maxwell Silver Hammer, the Beatles had one where a guy was going around murdering people with a
well, right.
hammer.
But that's the joke. Is it like it's so. There's no difference. And arguably, they got more creative and more violent as time went on.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, what's the point? And then there's some people that tried to hide their songs and distribute them on like best of albums and stuff, and went to jail over it because of censorship. It's weird. But in Germany now, it's supposedly better. Like they can play those songs now. But so I don't know if that translates over to like the Lego thing with the weapons. I would guess it came from the same place. So I would imagine that whatever it was that was preventing Cannibal Corpse from doing that probably was the same thing with Lego. I don't know.
Kind of like Hero Turtles in England.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think it's very similar.
Maybe back in the day, anyways. I don't know, man. I thought the Europeans were a lot more
Liberal,
open. Yeah. Relaxed, a lot more relaxed as far as things like that go.
But we're talking about Germany post World War II. So, well, hi Jesse. It's good to see you. Yes, Jason, this is a cattle decapitation hat. It's a very sweaty cattle decapitation hat. It's got the Death Atlas part of the cover on the bill. I keep meaning to get the other one that has this in blue. I don't know why I would want a second cattle decapitation hat, but here we are. Oh, good God, Zilla on Monster Island. The day is starting to wreak its effects because I'm actually like, because you figure from like around 11 o'clock on, it's been prepped to do what we did. Because I did a bunch of work this morning, and that's one of the best things about kids. If you have the means, I highly recommend getting a salary paid job, and just so you can just tell your boss, "Hey, I got all my work done. I'll see you tomorrow." You know, because I basically did a bunch of work in the morning. I didn't have to talk to any clients, didn't have any appointments or anything, and then I reserved the U-Haul van and started doing all the math in my head and how to get it done the most efficiently and this and that and da-da-da-da. Which, by the way, would have totally been out the window because that desk was easily 65, 70 pounds. And it was, it's 5+ foot long box. Insane. And it would not have been easy to do. I could have done it, but I would not have been a happy camper, and there's no way I would have been able to stream because my back would have been destroyed. It wasn't for this guy right here. So
I saved the day.
Yeah.
How late was I actually? Not that late, right?
From what your estimated time of arrival was?
When I said I'd be here.
Right. Your estimated time of arrival from what you said. 10 minutes. Wasn't bad.
That's actually really good because normally it's like 3 hours when we're gonna go film.
If you'd have pulled that shit on me, like I don't know if we would have made it to the fucking U-Haul. I would have just started doing the fucking Lethal Weapon 2 with the door on your head.
I got lucky. The boys went to bed right away, passed out. It was perfect timing. But that never happened. So you got lucky.
I got lucky. Exactly.
You got lucky, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. How you doing, Daniel?
Wife, what are you watching, Bill? Oh, I'm watching Jim and Melvor eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
There you go. Wait, what? Daniel Carhunen. Daniel, nice to see you. Yes. I basically roped him into it.
Do you have pins? Somebody said I had a...
No, I don't.
You should get some pins, man.
I should. I need to get new business cards. The thing is, I'm waiting to redo all my merch because I'm trying to get Yoshi to redesign the Grindzilla avatar because I want to remake him so he's a slightly different color, and like the spikes on the back, like the fins, I'm gonna turn them into Liberty spikes, like a punk, so I can distance myself from the Toho copyright. and also be more grindcore. And he wants to do it. He just, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but Yoshi does a lot of stuff and he's busy.
Yeah.
So
you should try to get a interview discussion with him on that channel. I think
I would love to do that with him because he collects all kinds.
Yeah,
he collects all kinds of
he
stuff.
collects stuff. He has like one of the coolest names, like, you know, and works for ILM, doing like doing some fantastic work, man. Like, I couldn't believe that he knew who we were.
Is that what this is called, Bjorn? The Majestic Tiger Set? Is that what it's called? And it is an official release, right? Like, I'm not just blowing smoke. Nerd Rage, you arrive exactly when you mean to. You're all right, brother. You're all right.
I don't think there's anything majestic about that tiger.
No, there's no majesty involved in that fucking thing. That's the official name of the set.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like some chump that like we would know. Look,
yeah,
look, I'm gonna.
That's something Billy would do.
A flower on the butthole.
Yeah, like the tiger itself is legit, and then Billy like, what's this? And just put the it's perfect. I can see him doing that because Billy is a very, very, very smart man, and he's well spoken when he wants to be. But if you just tip him a little bit off axis, he will revert to a fifth grader in no time flat. We were driving out to do. There was a pickup shot of my character driving the truck, like an interior shot, because we never got a shot of that. So I drove out to his place, and then we drove out to like a park where we could get that.
Okay.
And Bruce, his son, said something. We misheard him. And then for the remaining 20 minutes of the drive to this park where we're going to do this, we had written a script for a movie called The Cow Couch Monster. Front to back, top to bottom, like an utterly horrifying film. The most bovine film this year. And shit, we were going nuts. And we were thinking about making a fake movie trailer for the premiere of this film that Bruce came up with. I think Bruce is going to be a scriptwriter. I think that's what's going to happen. But the cow couch monster. The cow couch monster. I'd watch it. I'd buy the merch. I'd wear the t-shirt. And yes, I should get pins made. But I want to wait on that kind of expenditure until we redesign all that stuff. Because it's not just the redesign. It's the dancing Grindzilla in the beginning. It's based off the legendary films Godzilla. I randomly found it. Something someone made for his buddy and put on YouTube. I contacted him 7 times trying to get the rights to use it. He never responded.
The animation.
The animation of the Godzilla, yeah. He never responded, and so I would give him credit on the Twitch channel and stuff, but I can't use that forever. I can't use it in perpetuity, and I do want something that's more akin to something that's uniquely mine. So once we have that. Because the idea is you get to design it, then you get to animate it, and then everything comes after that. It's going to be your design.
Right.
That was kind of the way I sold it, because I want a Yoshi original kind of thing. Like, how many people can say that? Because he always he always gets told what to do and doesn't get to put any spin on it. I'm just going to say I want this, but punk. Give him big spikes. Go.
Have your beard.
I don't know if Godzilla should have a beard, dude.
Turn him into you.
No. How fucking stupid would that look? And just the shaking him when he dances. The belly.
It looks so dumb.
You know what he'll do? He'll probably just.
That's why you should do it, though. Because people would be like,
"What the fuck is this?" Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be funny.
That's funny.
It's weird, but that's what happens.
Oh, who you should try to get? You should try to ask Rodimus Primal.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because he's a big Transformers fan, obviously, but he's a big Godzilla fan.
Oh, right on.
Huge Godzilla fan. So you guys could sit there and talk for hours.
Somebody else I would like to get on the channel, but I don't think he'll do it unless he's allowed to do it in character, is Monster Island Buddies, the guy that runs that channel.
I don't know who that is.
Dude, Monster Island Buddies, I'll text it to you when you leave. that is one of the best machinima channels I've ever seen.
Okay.
He takes a bunch of various kaiju figures, and the way the show started, he was just like doing, his hands were in frame, and then as time went on, he got better with After Effects and stuff. So he's still doing everything like in real size stuff, like not trying to hide the fact he's playing with his toys. But his voice acting got better. He had better effects on stuff. He started making storylines. It's kind of like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but with kaiju. And he's got like 100+ episodes of this, and it's really funny, and it's vulgar, and it's weird. I don't want to spoil it for you, but that guy knows more about Godzilla than probably Toho does. It's insane how much he knows.
Yeah.
But I think you would enjoy the show. So if you go back and watch the actual show, like some night when you're just like, oh, I could edit toy chasers, but I just watch YouTube. One of those nights, at least watch something good.
There's a lot of those lately.
The do what now? Monster Island Buddies. It's on YouTube. It's an amazing show, and it's really funny, very adult, not appropriate. The one thing I will spoil, which is not really a spoiler because it's a running gag for the entire show. Rodan has a voice like a guy who's perpetually scared and has a seared throat. Godzilla! He is in love with Mothra, and she's friend-zoning him for like the first 50 episodes or something. And it's fucking funny, because there's one guy doing all the voices, for the most part.
Yeah, send me a link.
Yeah, I will.
I've not heard of that guy before.
Jesse Hughes. You know what complements a delicious meal? Like buttons. Very low in calories. Might give gas. It's true. It's true. It's good.
Now I'm going to start getting all sluggish, though. I'm going to be like, once food is digesting, I'm not going to be any good in 10 minutes. So just warning you.
Oh, you're saying what preceded was good?
Just wait. Just wait, and you'll be like, oh, okay, that was pretty good compared to this.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, toys are cool.
I like toys.
That's good. Yeah. So
Napoleon Dynamite.
We were in such a hurry. I had it in my head that when we went to storage, I was going to be able to pull down the bin that had all the G.I. Joe shells that are left over from the Reclaimers thing. Because you and I were supposed to go through it. And I thought, oh, well, at least show him what's in here. No, my back was barking. I was sweating. And it was time. We had to go because it was like a 8-9 mile drive to the U-Haul, and I'm like, there's no way.
The traffic in this area sucks.
It really does.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, it shouldn't be as bad as it is.
No, and the thing is like, people ask, like, well, why do you take Ubers when you go local? I'm like, 1, I don't want to lose my parking spot. 2,
yeah,
because when I come home on Saturday night at like 10:30 at night, I had to park all the way in the back and walk up here. Which, okay, look, I know I need the steps, but at 10 o'clock at night when I'm tired and I just want a cold beer, that's not what I should be doing. And for those of you worried about my health, hey, we got a lot of steps in today. I had to walk that whole parking lot of U-Haul 3 times for no reason. Because it was fun. But it, got some sweating, and I did a 20-hour fast. 20-hour fast. So I just broke it with this, which is horrible, but that's whatever.
Yeah, that's I did that once because the intermittent fasting is supposed to be like super healthy for you, but I had the worst headache. Yeah. The worst headache. Like it was caffeine withdrawal, sugar withdrawal, and I was like, screw this crap, dude.
What I did is I phased in the Splenda stuff for sweetener.
Okay.
And I also have like 0 calorie sweetener.
You should look into monk fruit. Monk fruit's really good.
Monk fruit?
Monk fruit.
That sounds like a Monchichi spin-off cartoon.
It tastes like sugar, low glycemic, actually has nutrients in it. It's really good. You should do some research on that. And
why don't you just show me the research you've done and not waste my time?
I think it's a super healthy. There's nothing bad in it, so it doesn't do anything to your body, and it's like one of the healthiest sweeteners there is. Stevia is good too, but that kind of has a bitter aftertaste. The
I
monk
love it.
fruit doesn't.
Next time on Grindhead Jim Streams, health tips with Melvor.
Is that what it's turned into?
I mean, yeah. But the thing is, though, like, this is the sign of a good show. Like, when you get lost and you forget the camera's there and you're just talking to me.
Yeah,
That's how it works. You're like,
we talked about sweeteners.
yes. I mean, it's better than you saying, like, yeah, this one time, like, I swear I ripped my asshole open. I don't know what the fuck I ate that day. You know? You know. You ever hear Kevin Smith's story about getting a freaking hemorrhoid?
No,
That's a good story. It's a good. He had jury duty that week.
Was it a true story, or is this
It's a true story.
Him trying to be funny?
No, it's a true story where he actually got a horrible like tear in his rectum from taking a really, really bad constipated shit. And he had jury duty, and he tried to get excused by saying he had this horrible affliction.
Because he had a bloody butthole, I guess.
It was he said it was like moving was like there was a knife in his butthole.
So I gotta respect somebody who could let that out into the public, because that's not the type of thing I'd share willingly.
I mean, you have shame left. You're the one. You have humility. You're the one of us left in the whole Game Chasers extended family that there's still some left. I don't have any. I know Billy doesn't have any. Jay sure as shit doesn't have any. Eric, fucking forget it. Chief.
The best story I heard, they were telling me one of the local cons. Afterwards, they went and got something to eat, and Pat was with them.
Oh yeah,
Pat the NES punk. And the Dongo was there, and the Dongo was doing what the Dongo does, and they said that Pat was like, "Oh my goodness, he's actually like that." Like, I think he thought it was an act or something that he was putting on.
Nope. Did you see the? I don't know. Did you see the Retropalooza video I did with you in it?
I don't think so. I don't think I did. Sorry, I didn't. I don't watch everything you do.
You don't have to watch everything, but the thing that you're in, I thought you might have some interest in.
Jim's Pat impression is spot on.
Oh, actually, he doesn't sound anything like that at all. He doesn't. This is a real Pat the NES Puck impression. That's my Pat the NES Puck impression, because he doesn't care about fucking anything. But that's okay. Good guy, just not very excitable, and that's okay. That's fine.
You should get a spare butthole from the Lego, the Tiger Lego.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I'm curious. I'm curious why the chat thought that was something that you would appreciate.
I don't want to assume anything, but I think that I think it's fun when you're doing a live stream to derail something, and I think that he was like, oh, let's look at him, and I don't remember. I have to go back to the stream where it was revealed, and I should probably just put a subtitle like "The Night of the Butthole Tiger" or something in the title.
Yeah, you should just clip that and make it a separate video. You know,
I probably should, to be honest, because it's got enough traction and it's become a bit of an in joke. Because like,
you need to make a shirt, a T-shirt, the Grindhead Jim T-shirt.
You're right. Because like on my gameplay streams over on Twitch, we have a little like official hashtag for the community. It's called hashtag Things Said in an Orgy. So you can turn anything dirty and stuff like that. Like, it's funnier than it sounds. But this is rapidly turning into that. This community's version of something like that, where it's the Majestic Tiger.
Seems like they don't want to let it go either.
No, they really don't. So like it should say Majestic Tiger and just have a picture of the piece by itself, and on the back like if you know, Grindhead Jim, kind of a thing. It'd be kind of funny.
Or a Godzilla with the little flower part.
Don't give them ideas, man. Like, because they're gonna demand this now. God,
why is it everything that we do ends up turning into a train wreck? I figured it was Billy and Jay, it's their fault, but it seems like this is kind of going off the tracks a little as well. So
I mean,
I think we all equally have that kind of superpower. That's our superpower.
But you still have shame, Melvor. You still have some shame, brother. It's all right. Neither the Butthole Tiger, worst zombie film ever. But Zilla, no, we're not doing no.
I like that one.
I did show this tiger
You
on
get-
stream
you
the other
get
day,
animation where
and I joked that you could probably do that with her too. At least she has the humility to wear the bikini bottoms, so that's a whole thing. Sickos. You were saying?
Bjorn's gonna send you a gift.
No, do not do that.
Yeah, you need to get, when Yoshi redoes it for you, he has to turn around and kind of wiggle his butt a little bit, and his tail goes up.
There is that in the animation, so
you see the flower though, You got to make that a shirt. Somebody's gonna make a shirt for you and send it to you.
You know what you should do? It should have it should be a gemstone, and when it does that, it should pull like an anime thing where it goes shing, and it goes real bright before it goes to the next thing, so it's just like a split second. Like call major attention to it. So then people ask me about it.
It should be like your video transition.
Fuck! God, get out!
Light.
Oh no!
Oh boy! Train wrecks are not uncommon on the show.
No, they're not. Godzilla's cloaca is now a pink flower. There you go. There you go. What's this? If you clip the tiger, you might reshare like Jody. That's true. That's true. But yeah, train wrecks definitely not uncommon here. I'm not going to sit here and.
There you go, Bjorn. What's your shirt size?
I'll design the shirt. Thanks. No,
you're going to be getting a lot of fan made ones.
I don't want to. I don't want to get your puff paint and glitter version of this. It's just no. We're not doing that.
They make it 3D though. The puff paint, pink puff paint. Be like it stands out.
Remember when I said you had shame?
3-dimensional.
You're starting to lose it. There's a lot of credit with me right now. Give him all these great ideas.
Oh yeah, I can bring out the worst in people. So
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I guess you could Ozzy doesn't understand because he's from my music days. He doesn't know when I say Yoshi, we're talking about Yoshi Vu, who's an effects artist that is going to be commissioned to redesign Grindzilla. We're not talking about the Yoshi from Super Mario World.
Nintendo will be knocking at your door like, excuse me, sir.
Lawsuit. But make an STL, I'll print that bad boy. I mean, yeah. Like when he redesigns the character, I'm sure that could be done. Yeah. Like just let me know what pose you want him in. I'm sure that can happen.
Have you talked to him, Yoshi?
Yep. A couple days ago. He said, "Okay, I am real busy, but I do still want to do it," kind of a thing. So we're waiting. Think of a Batman 66 scene change with flower power tiger, here, and then have a tiger. Fuck it. We'll just do away with Grindzilla altogether. It's just gonna be the fucking tiger. How about that? Or if I wanted to keep it green, it could be Battle Cat. Oh shit!
Ooh.
Yeah. Talk about cringer.
Yeah. It's not a pretty sight.
Yeah, no, it would not be at all. You could have Panther dancing with him, and make Panther like a female, because you don't know. No one checked under their skirt. You don't know. They're not anatomically correct.
How do you know that's not what Orko looks like underneath? So.
Well, what?
Underneath his thing on the backside. What if he has one of those things? One of the little flowers.
You're fired, man. Oh man. Well, it did say hanging out with Melvor. That's exactly what we're doing. This was not. I expected slightly more intellectual conversations about toys and our experiences, but no. Put little carbs and protein and sugar in this guy, and
Yeah.
but to be fair, we didn't go down that road until someone said, "Show him the thing."
Yeah, that's true. They started it. They
Yes,
instigated
it was a catalyst, right?
I've always been thinking about that Orgo.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's crazy. There have been rumors about Cringer and Prince Adam after dark.
Ooh.
That's where they go to the strip club and shit. Oh, it's scary in there. I don't like nipples.
Voltron.
What?
Voltron? I is that the pink flower on Voltron? That would be kind of. So that wouldn't be as weird as Cringer, you know. Wouldn't be as.
What, a giant fucking mech robot made out of like multiple cat parts, and you just put the butthole on the actual combined robot,
But it would be metal.
and all form the anus.
It would be metal though, so it wouldn't be as gross, you know.
How is that better?
A robot flower butt is not as cringy as a flesh version.
They're all plastic. None of these things are real. Oh,
In their universe, they are though. They're cartoon or whatever.
all right. I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
Lou Scheimer would never have done.
No,
never have done
No.
anything close to that.
no. Otherwise, you'd have Evelyn running around with like the vibrator of Grayskull and shit.
Yeah, I wonder if any of his animators tried to get squirrely with him, and he was like, "I'm nipping this in the bud."
You mean like a la the Little Mermaid
Exactly.
cover?
Exactly.
Yeah. My sister still has that version of the cover VHS, and I keep trying to buy it off her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one with has the penis in the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not because I want the penis, but because I know how much that's worth.
Is it worth anything?
Yeah.
The whole VHS thing, like, I'm really surprised that those are as collectible as
Some
they
of
are.
them, like I did and that's something else. Like again, things I wish were not in storage or we had time to look through them. In there, I have a box, like this big box, full of original Xbox games, like a box, like a copier paper frame box. So like, there's easily like 30, 40, 50 games in there. And then a bunch of DVDs and a smattering of VHSs, including the pre-special edition Star Wars
Right.
MTHX, which are by themselves worth about 30, 40 bucks.
I'd like to get a copy of the Laserdisc version.
Yes, me too.
I want to hear the commentary.
Yeah.
On that, you know.
Me too. And I
see what he says back in the mid '90s. You know?
And Mr. Salzberg from chat, he is sending me a Laserdisc player. So,
oh, cool!
Yeah,
very
I
cool.
Can't wait to hook that up, dude.
But, do you have any Laserdiscs?
Not yet, but as
Jay
soon as
does. Jay has.
Does he? Does he have a player?
Amount. He doesn't have a player.
Oh, hey Jay, you want to play your Laserdisc? Come on over.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was getting at was the lot cost me $50. And it was from an Uber driver of all things. We took an Uber somewhere. We got to talk about collecting, and his wife's making me get rid of the stuff. And he told me how many games and how many DVDs and all this stuff, and I'm thinking to myself. And he has his VHS tapes. And I went, well. And I said, okay, because the original Xbox games are what I was interested in. And he's like, I don't know, $50. I was like, sold.
What games were they? Were they all sports titles?
I haven't looked through them all yet. There's some good ones in there. Like there's like Fusion Frenzy, which is a really good game, which goes for around $15, $20.
Okay.
And between that, I think that game and the Star Wars VHS made my money back in terms of value. I have not gone through that box yet, though. I haven't gone through it but there's some decent stuff in there for sure.
I think I still have my episode 1 VHS when that came out, but I don't think I have the original trilogy anymore.
I had the original trilogy THX widescreen up until I moved to Texas. I gave them away right before I moved to Texas, and I can't believe I did that because those are the ones that people really look after because it's not pan and scan, it's widescreen, and it just because they were just on the shelf as a conversation piece, just to be like, hey, look at these I got. Oh, you got? That's cool. And I have a working VCR. I have a great VCR, but I never watched them because I have the rip of the laser discs on my computer.
I can understand like stuff that like it never got a DVD release. Like the last thing it was on was VHS. I can see that stuff being money, but
Some of it, yeah.
like the old like Disney VHS. Like once DVD came out, I figured it would have killed it because
For the most part, yes, but certain Diamond Select ones, people just want a complete set because they bought a bunch of them. They're missing like one or two titles, and they become, because if you're a completist of that stuff, like I can understand. Because look, I mean, you and I ogle over stuff like this,
yeah,
right? There are people that are into baseball cards. It's a piece of fucking paper with ink on it.
that's
Who cares?
true. That's true.
Comic books should not be worth as much as they are, but they are. It's a whole thing. So I try not to judge it because you collect what you collect the way you want to collect. It's fine. But I agree. There's some stuff I just don't understand where the value's up there. I don't understand.
Pogs have gotten popular again.
Yes.
That was one that I think it was just too old for that fad.
The only time
I don't understand that one at all.
The only time I ever had any Pogs were when they were like come on the bottom of like a Slurpee cup or something.
The lenticular ones, like the baseball.
Yeah. And I didn't really know what it was. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, and it just never, and maybe it didn't catch on in the Northeast the way it did here. I never saw anyone playing with them either. Like you never heard anything about it. I was the right age.
I remember that being a thing with the kids and stuff. I think I was already in high school though when that became a thing. So I mean, it was like Magic. Like I was already out of high school, I think, when that really blew up. So that was not even Pokemon. I think I was out of high school when that became a thing. So I don't get Pokemon.
When'd you graduate? 97?
95.
95? Same year.
So,
okay.
Yeah. Pokemon's huge, but I mean, I don't like look down on it. I just don't know anything about it.
Pokemon was just starting to ramp up around 96, I want to say, because I remember. Like my best friend, she's a couple years younger than me, and this would have been like 98, 99, and this is my first exposure to it at all. Was I went over to her house because she was feeling sick, and she enjoyed Red Dwarf. But Red Dwarf was very hard to come by in the States at that time, so I took over my videotapes to lend to her while she was sick. She mentioned I just ran out of Pokemon episode. What the fuck is that? And she explained to me what it was.
What's an email?
What's an email, exactly. So Ted thinks my next feature video is going to be buttholes and toys. I'll put it this way. If all you guys do all of the research...
Hey, that sounds like a good video, though, actually. I think that'd get some views.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Because there has to be...
There's got to be
more than just like the dumb dolls.
I think we should expand it. We'll call the video Anatomically Correct Toys. No customs. Nothing someone just made, right? Nothing someone just made. I want retail, anatomically correct toys. Emphasis on the. I can't believe I'm saying this. If you want me to do this, you do the research. Give me your source. I'll validate it, and I'll make a video for you. If you really want to hear me talk about that, if you really, really, really want that.
Have you thought about doing reviews on like vintage lines?
Yeah, I did do. Well, I hate using the word review. I like just talking about them, kind of a thing. So I did do the vehicles from Series 1 for Superpowers. I will be doing a Series 2 one here shortly now that I have the space to do it.
I missed that video. I didn't.
It's one of my early ones.
Okay.
My early ones. I'll link it to you. And it, you can see the limitations of the space. And I'm like chastising people because Supermobile are like, there's a reason he has this. It's in canon, in the toy line, why he has this. This is a lead-lined vehicle, and Lex Luthor's ship fires kryptonite. There's a reason he has it, so fuck off. With all this stuff. Of course you will, Bjorn, and thank you for the generous super chat. Thank you everyone for the super chats, James and Bjorn twice.
This is a bad idea, Jim.
This is a horrible idea. Oh, Ozzy, look, man, the reason we met is because I was in a band that talked about eviscerating people and various other things in the bands that just in general horrible things. Folks, give me one quick second here. I got to take a moment. I'll be right back. Something just came up. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Got a message about something that is a bit of an emergency. Don't worry, everyone's okay. But I am going to go ahead and stop the show. I apologize for the abruptness of this, but we are at an hour and a half, which is normal. So I thank you all for your time. I will see you guys next week for the stream. Melvor, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Good to actually be your first official guest.
Yes.
In person.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. So thank you so much.
Could only go up from here.
Fuck off. Good night.
Bye-bye, guys.